How you doing, YouTube family? I've been out for a week due to some family emergency that I had to attend to, but I'm back now, and I have there's some few questions that I was asked by some people about men, why men do the things they do. I will do my best to answer all those questions and address everything that I need to address within those questions. So here we go. Okay, I was asked another question about relationship. This is another question I was asked about. 2 years ago, my husband and I got married. 2 weeks into the marriage, here comes the porn after porn. I later on found out he was using cocaine, which almost killed me because he did it so much, which it went into my system through sex. We fight all the time due to him drinking too much. He's always intoxicated. I have to deal with him talking to other women, and I've had miscarriages as well due to the stress. Now I have a social media lifestyle and hang out with a couple of my girlfriends at least once a week, and he's on me like a hawk. I suspect it is his guilty conscience, and he might have cheated on me 2 years ago while I was down and out, not dressing up, not feeling myself. A couple of my friends had to boost my self-confidence back up. And now that I'm dressing up, wearing makeup to the grocery store, just taking pride into myself, he accuses me of cheating. It's crazy. I just make myself feel better through the bullshit. What's up? I can't take it anymore. Yeah, this is a tough one. The porn thing, there's nothing wrong with watching porn. First off, there's nothing wrong with watching porn, but there is such thing as overly doing it. Because as a man, if you're watching porn all the time throughout the day, you're not making your wife or your girlfriend feel wanted, feel like she matters to you. You're not making her feel beautiful. You are watching these other women on videos, and she's thinking that those are the type of women you want. And you are bringing her self-esteem down, and that's not the right thing to do. Yeah, if you want to watch porn, watch it at a moderate pace. Don't watch it all the time. And too much porn is not good, because you start drifting away from your wife or your girlfriend, and it's not good, and that's not gonna make any woman feel better about himself. The second part. So therefore, just try not to watch. Keep it at a moderate pace, and if at all, you have your wife, you have your beautiful wife with you, your girlfriend with you. You have everything there. As a man, you have everything there. What's the point of watching porn? You can talk to your wife if there's something is missing. Talk to your significant other. Talk to her, and you have everything there. There's no reason for you to be watching porn so much. Your wife is there to satisfy you, just as you are there to satisfy your wife. The other part to this, which is not good at all. It sounds, I don't know. You say he was using cocaine. I don't know how much he uses, or if he's still using it, and if he's still using drugs, that's not a good thing at all, and you should not be in that type of relationship, because it's not gonna turn out well at all. The best thing for you to do is to remove yourself, because I understand you've been married to him for a while, and you feel the need that you have to help him out, but you cannot help you cannot help him out if he doesn't want to help himself. Give him an ultimatum for him to go to a rehab, get himself clean, get himself together, and assure him that you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there every step of the way with him while he's going through this crisis. But while you're there, you're pretty much being an enabler right now if he's addicted to cocaine, and that's causing issues within your marriage. And especially if you have children, you're gonna start keeping your kids away from him instead of having him go help himself. And by that, you're enabling him as far as he's thinking that, okay, everything is all right, she's still here, I can still do everything I want to do. And that's not helping him at all. You have to, it's a tough thing. You have to really think and do the right thing. Sometimes the best thing for a person in that situation to do is to leave that person. And that person might get himself together or he might not. But the best thing for you to, because it comes with drugs and alcohol, comes problem within the marriage, comes fight, comes argument, and sometimes come physical abuse. And I hope that's not happening, because that's the worst thing to happen. So the best thing for you to do, what I would say, is to leave. Go to a family house. If you have kids, take your kids with you. Start fresh. Build a new life for yourself and your kids if you have kids. But I wouldn't recommend staying in that relationship if he's not willing to change and willing to do better for himself and his family. So I would never tell anyone to stay in a relationship, especially if there's drugs and alcohol involved, and that causes problems. Like you say, you guys fight all the time due to his intoxication. That's a big thing, and that can get very scary also, especially if you have kids. And that's not something you want to put yourself in or your kids in, because it would never end up good. It will always end up badly. So I would suggest remove yourself from that situation. And I'm glad you're building your self-esteem back. It's never good to be in a relationship with a man that brings down any woman, their wife or their girlfriend's self-esteem down. It's never good. Because especially if you have children, your children see that, and you don't want your children to think that's the way a man is supposed to treat a woman. Because your children are gonna grow up thinking that way, and they're gonna follow that cycle. Don't never let no man bring your self-esteem down. Always love yourself no matter what he says to you. And most of the time they say things just to bring you down, because they want to make you feel like nobody else wants you. And that's not a good thing. A man should always bring his woman's self-esteem up, always praise his woman, and show how much he loves his woman all the time, because that's how it should be. That's how everything should be within the household. Start doing things for yourself. Start going out there. Start exploring, because I'm thinking that you have lost yourself. You don't know where yourself is anymore. Start thinking what you used to like to do. Start going out and do the things that you like to do, that you used to like to do. And that in turn is gonna start making you feel better for yourself. That's gonna make you feel better as a whole, as a woman, as a mother. You're gonna start feeling more happier, regardless if you're with a man or not. You always gotta love yourself first. You cannot look for love from anyone. Always gotta love yourself first, because it will always be easier for you to walk away in a relationship that you know is not good for you. So always love yourself first before you can love anybody. So now, and there's nothing, and yes, he's feeling very guilty. This one thing, when a man start questioning their wife or their girlfriend about other men, if their girlfriend and wives are cheating, they are feeling guilty. That's a fact. They're feeling guilty because they have either cheated, they have thought about cheating, or they're entertaining another woman. It doesn't always have to be physical, but there is a thought there somewhere that they're actually thinking as far as going astray. So yes, he has probably cheated, whether physical, whether just talking to another woman, or whether just thinking about it. Something has happened there with him, and that's why he's feeling guilty and questioning what you're doing, and that's gonna in turn make you go crazy, and that's gonna create fights, and that is not a good thing. He has really bad insecurities right now, and you cannot do nothing to help him with that. He has to help himself. He have to go through that, and he has to do everything for himself to feel secure again with you, because you haven't done nothing. He's the one that's doing everything. So he has to do all that on his own, and if he's not willing to work on himself and trust you, there's no reason for you to be there at all. One thing I'll say about a relationship: if there's no trust, there's no reason for you to be in a relationship. Trust is very important in a relationship. And where trust comes from, communication, which that tells me that you guys don't have a very good communication, because he doesn't trust you. So there's no communication built within your relationship. So for your sanity, and if you have children, like I said, for your children's sanity, the best thing for you to do is to walk away. And sometimes that will make a man become a better man. And whether if you want him back again, that will be up to you. But the best thing for you to do in this relationship, because right now your relationship is very toxic. Straight to the point, your relationship is very toxic. And it's not gonna get better, it's just gonna get worse. Especially if you guys are not seeking counseling, you're not talking to someone, and if he's not willing to participate to make things better for his relationship, it's not gonna get better. If the best, like you always say too, if you love someone, you gotta let them go, because it's not gonna get no better. It will just get worse and worse, and you're just gonna make yourself more miserable and miserable. You can't help nobody if they're not willing to help themselves. I would say go talk to someone. Have you and him go talk to someone where you can be more open. Have a mediator, and to see what you really want to do. Go talk to someone, whether it's a counselor, whether it's a friend, whether it's your family member. Have somebody there with you guys, that you guys can, that person can mediate you guys' conversation, so both of you guys can be heard. Okay, when you're at home, you're talking at home, you guys just gonna be screaming over one another, and nobody's really gonna be listening. Go talk to someone, both of you, and see where you want to take you. If you don't want to leave him and you want to talk about it and see where things are, go talk to someone. Not just once or twice. Continue talking to someone. Have a mediator, so both of you guys can be heard, and then you go from there. And if he's not willing to work at it, then you know your answer. But definitely talk to someone. You have to do something, because your relationship is going to become too toxic, and it's not going to be good for your health at all. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.